Hello, everybody. This is Dissonant Waves, Minisode Next, part one of our end-of-year holiday spectacular. I'm Dominic. We got Ritalin and Trix here.
My
Oh yeah,
brain is dead.
everybody's here today.
There's all three of us. If I sound different, I am on my phone recording like Trix does, just due to some mishaps that happened. I forgot a cord that I needed. How do I sound?
You sound kind of sick, but that might just be normal.
Oh, well, I hope I'm not sick. But
Well,
other than that,
Check the
You just
doctor.
sound like congested.
I
Anyway,
guess I should call the doctor. Anyway,
30-minute
we-
episode, so we probably can't spend too much time with introductions.
we are going to do an award show. The Dissonant Waves Award Show, Part 1. Episode 1,
Post of
Season
the
1.
century.
I reckon.
It's the show of shows.
Yeah, I reckon the way that we do this is pretty much till we're done. We all just have a category here, and we all just announce a winner. For the year or for the decade. Yeah, either one of them is
Okay.
fine. Just put a category for each, even if it's for a previous year. Who gives a shit? Because all my awards to Got Yay have to go back to 2011 still.
And now I'm coughing. Thanks.
And the first award is for the worst timed cough.
Oh, God. I have no audio control with this phone, so bear with me. Anyway, yeah. Ritalin, you're like the most serious one about these awards, so maybe we should do you first.
Man, this
Yeah.
ain't anywhere close to serious, and I'm just trying to think of an award
You've
to
seen
give
your
it.
lists. They're all over Twitter.
That's right. I've spent the
Dissonant
whole
Waves
week,
Twitter. It's just
whole
the best
week.
Twitter.
doing actual serious lists of
Yeah.
the songs, albums, the worst shit, and stuff to look forward to. I believe the top 100 has been posted onto the Discord. Not the Discord, it's been posted on Discords. Fuck me, it's been posted onto the Dissonant Waves Twitter for everyone
Yes,
to see
follow
in
us on
its
Twitter.
full glory. The number one is a song, so, good surprise there.
Yeah. All right, so
Should have been more
let's
prepared.
dive
If I'm gonna give categories out of my ass, I should have been way more
Okay,
prepared.
I have a joke category right off the
I think
bat.
this is all
oh,
gonna
these
be
are all
joke.
joke categories.
Yeah.
I know I've got like a top joke one. Albums I'm most likely to listen to while eating mushrooms with my guitar player.
And the award goes to.
Lousy with Sylvan Briar and fucking Clinical in Delirium.
I have an award for band name most likely decided on by a white person.
Doesn't that go to
Japanese
old?
wallpaper.
Doesn't that go to fucking old fucking artist though?
Smash Mouth.
So, yeah, Smash Mouth.
Japanese wallpaper, Japanese house, Japanese breakfast.
Japanese breakfast. I
those
believe
are-
it's actually Japanese though. Like
Okay,
I think
okay,
she. I
I'll-
think she.
that's
I
acceptable,
think
that's
she's
fine.
American, like an actual like where she lives and all the
Okay,
different background. But
that's
I think she actually has Japanese background. So I could be
I'm
wrong,
just
and
curious
she
what
could,
Japanese wallpaper is
she
doing
could
that
be as
day.
racist as the rest of them. We never know.
Okay, the biggest fever dream.
That
has gotta
obviously
be going.
is going to
DVD
Japanese
I'm
wallpaper.
holding right now.
Oh, for a
was
second
gonna
there, I thought you were gonna say Rainbow Kid and Surprise, but then I remembered the song's fever pitch.
No, I was gonna say shock treatment because I'm holding. I watched that tonight.
And how was it? Give us your update on that. Any
Oh,
other
that
updates
was-
too?
That's the only update I have right now. It was fucking weird.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. I'll need to watch it like 15 more times before it even starts to make sense.
Like Rocky Horror, yeah.
Nah, Rocky Horror, you could get the gist of it, I felt.
Kind of. I remember watching it being 12 and being confused because all the stories and the lyrics.
I didn't watch it until I was like 17, so.
Oh, okay.
Well, my first.
I'll tell you
award
what.
of- My first award of the year. I just want to quickly point this out before we forget this is an award show.
Yeah.
My first award goes to the best song by My Chemical Romance this year, and this one goes to Slater Kenny's Bad Dance.
Ooh, different joke. I thought you were going to go for the yellow joke again.
which has to be one of the biggest MCR ripoffs I have heard this year. Congratulations, Slater Kenny. Kicking out your drummer was a good idea.
I would like to give Neutral Milk Hotel the award of being one of the only bands that survived the movie yesterday. Because they mentioned them by name. Because they're like, you talk about all these obscure artists, like people know who they are, like Neutral Milk Hotel.
What movie?
Yesterday, where the whole plot is that like there's like a blackout and
yeah.
everyone forgets who the Beatles are.
Oh yeah, I thought you were talking about a movie you saw yesterday. Sorry, I'm fried.
You ever seen
That's
that joke
fine.
that's the movie yesterday, but instead everyone I can't remember who Led Zeppelin is. Anyway, that's how Greta Van Fleet started.
Oh, isn't that how Rush started? Speaking of Rush,
Canadian Led Zeppelin, but better.
I also want to give an award to Cygnus X1 for being the perfect album to go in through one ear and out the other. I don't even need stereo headphones at that point.
Doesn't the Cygnus series get the award for best big suck?
Yeah.
A good black hole sucking high pitched noise. That sounds like a good big suck to me.
Oh man. The albums I bought on vinyl of what we've listened to. Let me get over to my crate. All right, let's see. Adult Mom, Momentary Lapse of Happily.
Great list, Tricks.
The two Petite League albums. No, I only did Rattler. I didn't do Rips One Into the Night. I wanted to do Rips.
Yeah, you promised you would.
Yeah, I kept saying I would, but something kept coming up. I'll do it this coming year. Of Montreal's Lousy with Sylvanbriar. And Plush's Stranger to the Pain, or as Ritalin likes to call it, Loveless by My Bloody Valentine.
Hey.
Slay like a pillow.
You got any awards?
I'm sad and I listen to Loveless every night. This goes to the best shitpost of the year. Now, obviously, some artists make shitposts without even trying to make shitposts. Like, obviously, back from this decade, we have quite a couple of them, like Kid Cudi's Spitting Bullet to Heaven, and some other terrible albums that have come out recently. But, however, this album goes to the best intentional shitpost of the year, and that is, without a doubt, Mark DeMarco's Here Comes the Cowboy.
Choo
And what a
choo!
glorious shitpost it is.
Come and ride with me.
So I have a tie. I have a tie for the artist who got my support the least. And as you know, I buy all of my albums to listen to them.
So I'm
like,
going to
you know,
assume
when I
Sticky
suggest
Fingers
them, right?
is on that list, and I don't blame you.
No, I'm only talking about the ones that I suggested and then bought for
that'd
purpose.
That'd be LSD and Low Roll, wouldn't it?
I bought LSD, so I supported that album fully.
Oh, dick.
Imagine
So,
buying music. It looks at CDs.
Looks at record.
And so, if we're talking about the ones I didn't end up supporting, we have a tie because Thelma Plum's album didn't come out in the U.S., so I couldn't buy it, and that was unfortunate. But if we're actually sticking to the spirit of this award, I didn't buy Ross by Low Roar because why would I? I just bought the one song, The Machine, because that's the song I remember from Death Stranding. And I bought Death Stranding, so maybe that's supporting Low Roar, but it's probably not. I don't know.
Fair.
But like Low Roar, I don't need that album in my life.
I'm gonna be completely honest. I forgot basically everything about it.
Yeah, me too. It was
As
really.
did I. It's the Death Stranding band. That's all I can remember now.
On that note, which
I need
one's
to play Death Stranding.
just because of one of the artists that you mentioned there? Which one is the best fruit-related name? Dope Lemon or Thelma Plum?
What was the first one?
Dope Lemon.
Oh, Thelma Plum.
Yeah, but
It was just funny because my cousin was showing me some song by some artist named Plum today. And I'm like, Thelma Plum? No.
Well,
Sadly,
on this seg, though, I'm bringing up to my next award called The Best Thing I Have Found in a CD That I Have Bought. And this one was packaged with it. Goes to the Dope Lemon CD that I've picked up this year, which came with 2 scratchies.
Ooh. What do they smell like?
Scratching stickers?
No, scratchies like lotto scratchies.
Oh, okay.
And if I pre-ordered the album, I could have gotten some Siggy papers.
Sticky papers are always great to have.
You never know when someone needs some papers.
Yeah, I mean, just roll some cigarettes. Or some jazz cigarettes if you're feeling funky.
Which brings us back to Mac DeMarco.
All right, I have a question for an award because I feel like there's 2 entries again, but there's going to be a winner here, and it's going to be the album that everyone fell in love with the most. And I think the 2 that we have to talk about, because Aeroplane is just the one that's like the thing.
But
everyone
like
knows Aeroplane. Everyone knows
we all
Aeroplane,
already
right?
fucking knew that one. So like falling in love
I didn't
after hearing it.
So here's the question:
5,000 fucking times.
Did everyone fall in love with the Middle East more or of Montreal more? Because I knew of Montreal, Riddle knew the Middle East.
Okay, so this one's got to be decided by me.
Yeah.
You're going to have to go with Montreal.
Well, I know that's the one.
That's
the one we talked about the most, like after recording.
It's because Of Montreal
Yeah,
has a bigger discography. If we just put it down to Lousy with Sylvia and Breyer and recordings of the Middle East, and say that's the only things you knew, you would probably pick Middle East. However, Of Montreal has a larger discography to go into.
I feel like I would be more inclined to pick a Lousy with Sylvan over...
Your rankings don't say that.
No, they don't, which is the surprising thing. But
I realize, like, I'm saying, what I'm saying is that I think that the Middle East is a better album,
Thank you.
but I'm more likely to listen to the Montreal because there's more to it. Like, there's layers and layers.
Anyway, this is the award I call Peace in the Middle East, which is, has Middle East actually finally gotten back together again? The answer? Kinda.
Oh.
Please tell me. We're getting more Middle East.
Probably.
After a couple live shows this year, and that's it. I'm sure we're going to be disappointed until the reunion happens in another 15 years.
Yep.
Like true indie folk.
I mean, if Avalanche is going to take that long, so can anybody.
Avalanche has never officially broke up though.
I guess.
They just didn't put anything out. Which brings us to the next award. Have the Avalanches put anything out this year?
Nope.
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 No award given here. Come on, it's for the taking, guys. Just put out a song. All these artists. I want to put that. You go first, actually.
Okay, I'm gonna say something. I think I might be like the only person who listens to Petite League on Google Play Music.
Really?
Yes, because I've been listening nonstop to Rips One in the Night because it's like my absolute favorite album, and I've been noticing the rankings of the top songs changing. Like before, Young Bubblegum was in the top 5, and I knocked it out.
So Google Music is not that popular.
Yeah, so I might need to do some experiments and see if I can knock Young Bubblegum up to the number 1 spot just by listening to it on repeat. So that's where I'm at.
So I'm at the risk of giving Gautier more awards. My award for Artist of the Decade that was surely going to be the Artist of the Decade and then just did fucking nothing. It's going to Gautier. How can you put out a song in 2010, which is a big hit, and then in 2011, which is a worldwide hit, put out an album, which is completely just number one-ing everywhere, and then just do nothing for the rest of the fucking decade? How could you do this to me, Wally?
You get afraid of your own success, man.
Honestly, Gautier popped up on the radio at work, but I was just fucking jamming to somebody.
Somebody that I used to know. It gets played everywhere to the end of this decade. Why he's got not putting anything else out?
I heard it in a machine shop in New York.
Now, this is the song that I am tired of hearing every time I go to the chicken shop for getting some fucking pork rolls or a chicken schnitzel sandwich. It's ran by Vietnamese people, so I'm getting pork rolls there. And I tell you what, it's a fucking good pork roll. But they have a TV up on there that has, I think, MTV or like M or V or whatever the fuck it's called. There's many different music channels. I think Max is the other one here, and there were a couple songs that I will always go into that will always be fucking playing. And this one is a tie. Now, somebody that I used to know would actually constantly play over there, but I don't mind hearing that one. However, if I hear fucking Imagine Dragons Thunder or fucking Ed Sheeran's Shape of You one more time while I'm going over there, I am unplugging the TV and throwing it.
Oh, you shouldn't watch
Hear the
yesterday. Then.
thunder! The thunder! I forget the words, but it's just chunder!
You ever seen
I
that
got the,
mashup of Imagine Dragons Thunder and John Lennon's Imagine?
No.
No.
I had to share that video with you guys, but it's got the backing instrumentation from John Lennon's Imagine, and it's like the music video is just him singing, but they've changed all the vocals to the vocals of Thunder.
Have you seen Basket Flies?
No, I have not, but I think I know what that's gonna be.
It's Owl City's Fireflies.
But Basket Case.
And Basket Case and Gangster's Paradise.
Oh.
It starts off with the Owl City as the backing beat with the Basket Case lyrics on top, and then at the end of the song it flips and it just fucking works. I will post that in the Discord.
So my next award is going to be for the Best Album Title / Best Song Titles of the Album award, and this goes to this really underground act which you can't find on Spotify. So I'm gonna have to read all these ones out here. It's a band called ZZZ Ounds or Sounds, and their album Insane Frown Posse. Now, just wait for it's 8 song titles here, and you gotta love them all. Juggalo 500 Hours, System of a Down Payment, Fidel Castro Step, Ellen Page Against the Machine. Now this next one's going to win the award for the best song title of the year. Center Linkin Park, which if you don't get that, Centrelink is the system in Australia for pretty much our unemployment and everything.
That reminds me a hell of a lot of the band, the 90s punk band, John Cougar Concentration Camp.
So it's a good one. We've also got a couple more songs just to finish off here. We got Lovers in the Area 7, School Athletics Carnival, which is a play on the band Carnival, and Static X Aegis. I fucking can't pronounce that one. So that goes for best song titles of an album of the year.
I'm gonna go with.
I'd like to.
Go ahead, Dominic.
I was going to throw out the short impact or short length long impact award, which goes to Aiden Alexander's singles that somehow did not rank at the bottom of our episode that week. I think they beat out Troye Sivan like all around.
Or slightly better than Troy Sivan.
So the fact that 4 singles from an album that's not even out can beat an EP is just amazing. Like, you know, regardless of what you actually think of it, I guess. Also, you know, award for artist most deserving of an album to come out right now after a year and a half of waiting, Aiden Alexander.
I would like to bring up the award of band name you'd least likely wear on a T-shirt, and I think that's got to go to Diarrhea Planet.
I'm going to give it to Tropical Fuckstorm.
I agree with Ritalin.
We haven't done Tropical Fuckstorm yet, have we?
Nah, we need to do Tropical Fuckstorm. Laughing Death and
We
Meat
do.
Space, fucking classic album.
Best band that was cut from the podcast, Tropical Fuckstorm.
Hey, I was also considering Psychedelic Porn Crumpets, which that was one of my albums of the years. Not in my top 10, but Him for a Droid is actually in my top 10 of the songs, though.
We did have an episode planned, though, for Tropical Fuckstorm. We just didn't do it.
We could have all been listening to some classic lyrics like Oompa Loompa with the Nukes.
I got the award for most health conscious band. That goes to Health.
Boo! Tricks,
can't go to Rush because they don't
boo
care.
Dominic. Come on, Tricks, boo him with me.
Boo. The
Boo.
album most likely written high off of their balls is Cygnus X1, obviously.
Most incidentally political album is Waco by Violent Soho. Because that just reminds you of Waco, Texas.
Yeah,
I'm sure it has nothing to do with that.
I'm pretty sure that's why it's called it.
Is it really?
I'm like 95% sure that's why it's called Waco. Valence Soho actually wins the award for best Wikipedia readers. Because 90% of their songs, I swear, they just go into Wikipedia, find a random article, and write a song about it. One of their best song, Covered in Chrome, he literally admits that with a lot of the lines and stuff like that, it's like, yeah, I was bored on Wikipedia, and I found this stuff, and I wrote about it.
I mean, honestly, that's just a good way to write.
That's a great way to write. It's just
'Cause
like
if you can
Valence
write a song
Soho
about-
wins the award of the decade for best writing strategy.
Not the best writing strategy, but it's a good practice strategy.
Now, this is a question I have for Ritalin, because I know what Trick's your answer is going to be. And I think I know what my answer is also going to be.
Yep.
But the most forgettable act we've covered, is it Low Roar or is it Tristan?
Tristan.
No, because I can actually remember a Tristan song, so Low Roar.
Troye Sivan.
No, I can remember a Troye Sivan song. Guess the Low Roar.
I can't remember any Troye Sivan.
I can remember 5 seconds of the Troye Sivan Happy Little Pill.
Now I can. God damn it.
Exactly. You tell me to remember 1 second of Low Roar.
You're right.
I can remember what Low Roar rips off, but I can't fucking tell you what the fucking songs are. Which is why the best artist of the year that Low Roar ripped off goes to Local Natives.
Let's talk about the band most likely to appear in your fever dream. That goes to The Last Dinosaurs.
I was gonna say. I actually no. I feel I took a nap right after I watched Shock Treatment, and I think I had a fever dream.
Look, I constantly have fears that I'm gonna have nightmares that are intruded by Paddy Cornwell of Sticky Fingers telling me about how Triple J is crap.
That's just right, the most political act of the year. Sticky Fingers.
I can stand by some of those controversies. I can side on, but when they just constantly keep going at Triple J, my dreams are just of Paddy going to me and just whispering in my ear. Did you know that Triple J blacklisted us and they have politics that I don't agree with and therefore you shouldn't too? And I go back to sleep, but hardly, as Paddy just flies through the wall.
Best album nobody liked except for me. Map of the Soul Persona.
You got that right.
I only listened to that album one time.
At least some people like the Black Parade a little bit.
When I was a young boy, my father
took me out to the toy store, said I could get what I wanted. Then he took me out to the country. He left me all alone and... Daddy, please come back.
I think best late surprise comes to having to listen to Little Ladyland EP last minute.
I
don't know what you just said, but I agree.
I said the best late surprise goes to having to listen to the Ladyland EP at the last minute.
Yeah, then just like, oh yeah, we're doing Ladyland as well. Oh yeah, that was yeah. Oh fuck.
Lady World.
Best Halloween band, AFI.
Best non-Halloween band, AFI.
Best December band, AFI.
Look, I want to point out that there's a band called Introvert that put out a song called December. So
we almost covered AFI's December Underground.
We're gonna have a fight about this one.
Sounds good.
Oh, so best artist that
who
proves that I'm still an angsty young white boy is Introvert.
wins the biggest asshole award?
Everyone.
Sticky
Is it
fingers.
Ethan Cath? Is it Richard O'Brien?
So we're comparing someone who said that transgender women aren't women to someone who sexually abused constantly, I think, not only one but multiple women. I mean, Richard
It's
O'Brien's
Ethan.
comments aren't that great, but I mean, I mean,
I'm
come
trying to remember
on.
who else we talked about because I remember Smash Mouth dude was not great either.
Oh yeah,
But that was the only two I could really
there was
remember.
no
Tony
racism
Frost
in
is
the
also.
'60s.
That wasn't even the bad one, wasn't it? The basis was a wife beater.
Oh yeah, the basis was a wife beater.
Anyway, the wife
but
beater
like,
award goes to Smash Mouth.
But Ethan Cath wins biggest asshole, or I guess Crystal Castles does at this point.
And at the risk of
I-
getting
I-
us
I
completely demonetized, I'm going to say that the most appropriate name now goes to Smash Mouth.
Oh fuck!
Oof, Jesus, no. No. I don't support that.
Oh my fucking god! Oh.
I had to
Most
put out the note.
pointlessly-
The bassist is an asshole. We'll leave it there now. Go on.
Most pointless mononym goes to Tristan.
Oh, I'm just saying I don't want to pronounce her last name because that's just going to get really
Yes,
fucking
but
messy.
Derek, it's not that hard.
It's not that hard. It's very unclear if it's supposed to be Tristan or Tristan Gaspaderic.
People can't even get my fucking last name right, and it's a common fucking word.
Hands.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how many people forget the fucking D.
Hands.
Hans.
Hans. They keep thinking like, oh, did you mean Hans? Bitch, did I fucking pronounce it like it? It reminds me of the time because my middle name is Ewan, and going to school, every single bus pass and everything I had was completed by people who thought that we couldn't spell my middle name right, so they kept changing the U to a V, and I was known as Evan, except for one time in which someone knew how to spell Ewan, but they were mentally retarded because when we said it's Ewan with a U, they put a U in front of Ewan. So it's U-E-U-A-N.
More comments I can't support. You're ruining me here.
If it makes
That's
you feel
alright.
better, nobody ever gets my middle name right. It's Emerson.
With the retarded part, I'm just gonna put that out there. No, I say these things as an insult and everything like that, and I don't actually mean any insult to people with that. However, I use the Asperger's and ADHD card. Thank you.
But if it makes you
This
feel
gives
better,
me
nobody
no
ever
free
gave
pass.
my middle name. Is Emerson.
Ah, yeah, that would be so fucking bad to spell.
And when they do believe it, they always think it's after Emerson, Lake, and Palmer.
I was gonna make an Emerson Lake and Palmer joke.
Yeah, when really it's after fucking Ralph Waldo Emerson.
That's also okay.
Yeah. Which
Best band we picked on a whim, the Middle East.
Mhm.
And I'm just noticing the time in here because I want to keep this to a 30-minute one before I start getting more controversial. Demonetizing. We got 1 minute to this, so any last awards? Crick, let's go.
Best Minisode.
Not this one because I'm saying stupid shit.
It's the first one that didn't even have Red One.
Okay. We can't say the one that got deleted that I wasn't on because I don't know anything about it. So I can say the first one.
That was just
didn't have
us
Red
giving
One.
our ranking, anyways. So.
Anyways, with that insult towards my ego, that's going to be Dissonant Waves for this week. I have been Riddle. You can catch me at my usual stuff
Dominic.
in the description. You can catch him at his usual stuff in the description. You can catch Tricks at the stuff in the description. You can catch me crying in a corner.
How many more cards can you play?
That's it. I can only play that one. I only played. I don't have any other issues with me that gives me any special rights. In fact, I don't even think this one gives me special rights. I think I've just screwed us over completely.
Thanks a lot. Have a great
Love
night,
you.
day.
Have a good one, guys.